When a man walked into my life wearing dusty clothes and a tired smile, I had no idea he was hiding a secret that could change my world forever. It all began one quiet evening in a small village in Western Africa, where life moved slower and the air felt fresher. I was visiting my aunt for a few weeks, looking to escape the noise of the city and clear my head. One day, while helping her sell vegetables at the market, a man came by. He was dressed in worn-out clothes, his shoes covered in dust. He asked for some yams, speaking softly as if he wasn't used to asking for anything. He introduced himself as Kwame, a local farmer, and though he was quiet, there was something mysterious about him. We got to talking, and over the next few weeks, he started showing up more often. He helped my aunt carry heavy sacks, offered advice on farming, and even walked me home in the evenings. His kindness was clear, but I could tell there was more to him. One evening, under the orange glow of a setting sun, he nervously asked me to go on a walk with him by the river. We talked about life, dreams, and love. He shared how he had grown tired of the flashy, dishonest city lifestyle. "Everyone's pretending to be someone they're not," he said, with a hint of sadness in his voice. "I came here to find something real." I thought I knew him. I thought he was just a simple farmer. But I was wrong. One day, as I was heading to the market, a convoy of expensive cars sped past me and parked near the village square. Out of the largest car stepped a man in a suit, surrounded by bodyguards and flashing cameras. My heart skipped a bit when I saw his face. It was Kwame. Frozen in shock, I watched as he walked over, his calm, quiet demeanor replaced by confidence and authority. It turned out that Kwame wasn't just a farmer. He was the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company, one of the most successful businessmen in the country. He had come to the village to escape the fake love and materialism of the city, hoping to find someone who would love him for who he truly was. In that moment, my mind raced. Could I trust him? Was everything a lie? Or was this his way of finding someone genuine? My emotions swelled as I stood there, unsure whether to run away or stay. He came closer, his eyes soft but pleading. "I never lied to you about who I am," he whispered, "I only hid what I have." It was in that moment that I had to decide. Would I let his wealth and status overshadow the person I had come to know? Or would I see him for the man behind the money, the one who walked with me through the village and shared his dreams of finding true love? My heart was racing, but I couldn't deny what I felt for him. Kwame, the man who had quietly walked into my life with dusty shoes and a genuine heart, wasn't someone I could easily let go. I took a deep breath, looking into his warm brown eyes, and said, "I fell in love with you before I knew about all this." I loved the man who carried my aunt's heavy sacks and shared his dreams by the river. Kwame's face softened, a mixture of relief and gratitude washing over him. "I was scared you'd see me differently," he confessed. "I've seen too many people fall in love with what I have, not who I am." I smiled gently and reached out to take his hand. "You've shown me who you are, Kwame. The wealth doesn't matter to me." He pulled me into a warm embrace, and in that moment, the tension melted away. We stood there, wrapped in each other's arms, with the village watching from a distance, curious but no longer judgmental. In the weeks that followed, Kwame didn't change, even though I now knew about his wealth. He still walked with me through the village, helped my aunt at the market, and talked about life under the stars. Only now, the weight of his secret was lifted, and we grew even closer. One evening, Kwame asked me to join him on a visit to the city. Hesitant at first, I agreed, curious about the life he had left behind. When we arrived, I was stunned by the luxury, his company, his mansion. Everything was a world away from the village. But Kwame was still the same man, laughing with his employees, treating everyone with kindness and respect. As time passed, we balanced both worlds. Kwame returned to the village with me often, keeping our connection to its simple beauty. And when we were in the city, I saw how his leadership inspired others. He was not only the man I loved, but someone admired by many. Months later, standing by the same river where we first talked about love and life, Kwame took my hands in his and, with a smile, asked, "Will you spend the rest of your life with me?" Tears filled my eyes, but this time, they were tears of joy. "Yes," I whispered, without hesitation. We were married in the village, surrounded by family, friends, and the community that had brought us together. And though the world knew him as the wealthy CEO, I knew him as Kwame, the man who found true love in the most unexpected place.
If you liked the story you just listened, please subscribe, like and share. Let me also know your thoughts in the comment section.